don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you!
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have something just a little bit different. Today we're going to take a look at the Enterprise NCC 1701D build. This is a model kit of the USS Enterprise from the Next Generation Star Trek. Now, this is a subscription service thing. I will get one of these every month or every 2 weeks. I don't really remember which exactly. But what I got so far is I got a big poster. I'll show the poster here. It's quite large. It's larger than my coffee table, which none of you know how big my coffee table is, but it's pretty good sized. We get instruction sheets here, which aren't half bad, at least from what I can tell. And it looks like we're going to get some interesting stuff here as far as, you know, what we're looking at, designs, information. Yeah, this could be kind of interesting. So we're gonna look at that. We also get this sheet right here, which gives us some details about some certain things and where we go from here. And then we get our two pieces here. We get this one, and we get this one. And as you can see, each one has its own little bit of uniqueness. So, yeah, these things are neat. This is what you get from them for the $5. It's $4.99, and the rest of it's going to be more expensive than this, but this is what came. I think this is pack 1 and 2. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it just came in a little brown shipper box with my name on it, so there's always that. So tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this stuff out of the box, maybe take the other one out of the box, and we will go from there. So right off the bat, it should be noted that the backs of these are just glued together, and apparently each one is going to have the number of which pack it is, and this pack holds 1 and 2. So we just open this up here and hopefully have better luck than I do. Alright, pack 1. Pack 1 comes with all that you see here. Oh. Here we go. Alright. So in pack 1, you get all the things you see right here. All of this. So, let's see. This is a screwdriver. Apparently that is the correct size that we're going to need for this. So, if I'm going to use their screwdriver, which is fine, I don't care. First thing I'm going to do is magnetize it. And the easiest way to do that is just get you a little magnet. Just rub it up and down it like this. And it should be magnetized relatively easily. There you go. Can't get better than that. Okay. And it's just a matter of getting the parts out. I'll go ahead and get those out and get the screws out, and we'll go from there. So according to the directions, the first thing we do is we take these two pieces right here and we put them together, and they just clip together. There's two little pieces right there and that right there, and they just kind of go in right like this. and we're going to connect them right here using 2 AP screws. So this is CW screws, or CM screws. This is CP screws, and here are AP screws. Alright, just open that up there. Drop these out. Being careful not to lose any. Just like this. Take our trusty new screwdriver that we just got, and you can see the benefit of having a magnet pretty much right away. And we just screw these in. Both of these pieces are indeed plastic, so you just go right in here like this without any trouble. Get me another one going here, like this right here. And that is the first piece finished. Now step B, we turn this piece over, and it looks like we're going to use some of the electrical wires. And we're looking for the one that has a C on it. Let's see. C, right here. Okay. So this wire right here comes out and around. And it's got 2 little LEDs on it. Now apparently we take one set and we put it right here like this, and let's see here, we want the yellow and white wiring, so this is this one, so it's going to come in here like this, and then we are going to take this piece right here, and it is going to come and set in here like this with these things right here going in here. This might be a spot where you need just a tinge of glue just to help keep it into place, because I imagine that once it's in there it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to put just a dollop, just a little bitty bit of super glue here on it. And this is regular old value super glue. When I say a little bit, I mean just enough to say there's a little bit on it, so that I can hopefully get this on here and have it stay. Alright, oh, stay in there. Just like that. This will come in and it will set over top of this. Well, it's the only bad thing about super glue, it likes to stick to stuff. Good and bad. There ought to be a movie called The Good, the Bad, and the Sticky. Just dealing with super glue. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Let's see here. You can probably tell how this is going to go at this point. Hey, have you seen that guy that tries to put stuff together on TV? Yeah, I've seen him. Am I putting it in the wrong side? No, it shows it. going right here like this. It's possible I got the wrong one in. In fact, it's more than possible. It's highly probable. Yeah, see, that one right there does a little bit better. Alright. Once again, the smallest dollop of glue. Put this in here like this. Kind of squeeze it into place here. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. There we go, like that. And now we're going to take our wires here and just kind of get those in there like that, and hopefully that glue will. Alright, we'll make it work. We will find a way to make it work. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, it will stay like that. Now, apparently, the next one comes in, and it's going to come over here, like this. And that first one we tried to put in, if y'all remember, it's going to go right here. Again, just a dollop. Just enough to help it stay in place, not enough to cause trouble. Because we don't like trouble. We don't like trouble at all. Alright. Now we bring that out, in, and nothing is ever easy. But that's what makes it fun. Here we go. Alright. Now both of them are in. Both of them are in. And they come out like that. Now, next thing we do is we bring in this section right here, and it is going to plug in right here. But before we do that, we got to bring in the wires here so that they don't get caught up. This is going to come in here and line up just like this. And this is going to be connected with 2 AP screws. We put in one here. I don't think it's completely necessary to tighten them all the way. Just enough to get them in here where they belong to start with, I think. It's very nice of them to provide us with the screwdriver. Skullface calls the screwdriver the greatest accessory ever, and I have to kindly agree with him. Alright, tighten that up, and here is the bridge section and dome. All finished. Alright. Now, let's see here. We turn the page on the directions. And now we're going to work on this section right here, which is metal. And it's nice. Alright. Now then, it appears that we need a new wire. Or is that a wire, or what is that? Let's see. It sure does look like a wire to me. Which one is it? We want the B sticker. So that's this one. Okay. Turn this around like this. This is supposed to come in here black and yellow. So that's this one. And it's going to come in here some way or another. Okay. Excuse me. Now, it says that we need... So here is... Alright. So if I'm reading this correctly, this is supposed to come in here like this, and this is supposed to Okay folks, I've got this piece right here, which I think is the one that's supposed to go in here. It's got an R on it. The one in the picture has an R in it. So it's going to come in right here. Like this, and sit like this. The bulb here is supposed to come in, and it looks like it's supposed to come underneath it, but I don't see how it can. There's no channel for it. I mean, you can force it, but that won't work right. You can always take it over and put it right there. Perhaps that's what we're supposed to do, and then fold that over. I don't know. If that's the case, it'll come in like this, come over, and it doesn't look like that on the instructions. Fit the vent into the slot as shown. Then take the deck lights, which would be these, mark with a B sticker the bulb, yellow and black wiring next to the vent so that the rubbery base of the bulb straddles the oblong jet. Okay. Alright. That one goes over there. That means that this one comes over here. Alright. So for reference, this is the left side, that's the right. Okay. So this right here comes down right there. This comes in. Like this. Okay, so I've got a little piece of metal right here that is preventing me from getting this exactly the way that I want it. It's being, what's the word I'm searching for? Persnickety. Alright. But I got it. Alright. So now we need to connect them with a CM screw. Now I have to give credit to the world of Wayne. I've watched him do these. I have a lot of respect for the man. One of the things he has demonstrated is the use of a little bit of oil on your screws when you go into metal. So for me, I am going to use a little bit of my liquid silicone that I bought, that anybody who has watched my channel already probably knows the story to. That's okay. Put the screw in right here. Worked just fine. Alright. Now, it looks like we're going to work on the other side. At this point, it's we'll get this out of the way here. Just kind of, again, just getting it out of the way. And it shows that we're going to use another CM screw. We're going to put it in right here as well. Okay. But we are not apparently going to be doing any lighting with that one. It appears that we're just going to put it in here. Okay. There we go. Nice and tight. Now, it appears that we take one of these here pieces, and if I had to guess, I would bet this is going to come in here, just like this right here. Just if I was a guessing man, I would bet that would be the case. And this piece right here is going to come over it some way. Probably just like this, would be my guess. Again, my guess. Unless it comes like this. Yep, that's how it'll go. Alright. So now then, it appears that we are going to take this light right here, and this light is going to go into the slot right here, just like that, and it's going to be held with CM screws as well. Alright, so for the moment, just one please. Just one, please. Just be patient. You can have your turn. Alright. Just a little bitty dab of the silicone. And it's going to go in right here. I'm doing this now just to secure that light. That is the only purpose. There we go. Okay. Now, we have the red and black light. Comes in right here, just like that. And again, another CM screw for this one. Put that in, just like that. Tighten up a little bit. Okay. Okay. Now we flip this over here and we install the ring right in here. And it just fits in there just like it was made for it. Kind of funny how that works. Next thing we do is we bring this thing in, feed the cable through here, and we just kind of put it in place. Now, just snapped right in like it was made for it. Kind of funny how that works, isn't it? And now we've got the top part of the Enterprise here. This gets connected solidly with 2 CP screws. 3 CP screws, I'm sorry. So we'll pull out the CP screws. Excuse me. And these are into plastic, so we don't have to worry about any oil or anything on these. So let's see. We get one here, and one here. There's one. Here's 2. And here's 3. Alright. And here is the Enterprise, all the top part of it all pretty much done. Now, we can flip this thing over, and we have a sprue of these things right here. So, where are my sprue cutters? Oh, sorry folks, they're right here. So we will simply remove these from their sprues, he says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See, Mrs. McCarthy, I did learn how to count to 6. Anyway. Now, we take a moment and we just clean these up a little bit, because cutting them off from the sprue is going to leave us a little bit of a sprue mark here. We don't want that. Alright. Now then, these things right here each have a corresponding slot. Let's see if I can show that on the camera. It's got a little pin right there, and it can only go in one way, so you can't mess it up. I mean, I guess you could, but it'd be difficult. You only go in one way, he says. Alright, so we know this one's going to go over here. Excuse me. And that just pops into place like that. That means this one should be this one. Right here. Maybe. Yep, that one popped right into place. And that means this should be this one. Popped right into place. So here's what that looks like. Right there. Excuse me. Alrighty. This one should go right here. Just like that. This one will go right here. Excuse me. That one does not like going in. This one should go right here, just like this. I mean, it's the right one. This one has to be persnickety. There we go. I suppose it's all in how you hold your jaw. But now, that represents stage H of this. I'm not sure we have anything left. Nope. So I have this piece left over, which I mean, it's got an R on it. R's right over here. So I guess this one will be black and this one will be lit up. I guess that's how that'll work. This will be black, this will be lit up. You know, I could just replace it because I don't really need those lit. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take this one out. I think this is an alternative thing instead of the way it definitively has to be. I believe. I think. I could be wrong, but I think. You know what? I'm not going to play with it yet. I'm just going to try and get everything in here and try not to cause any trouble for it. Yeah. So this one has the cover here for the bulbs. So this will light up just like this. Okay. Let me just screw that back into place. Alright, so now both of these will light up when the thing comes, time comes. And that represents stage 1. Alright, so now we're into stage 2 of the assembly. And this is dealing with one of the warp pylons. Alright, so now we're into stage 2 of the assembly. And this is dealing with one of the warp pylons. And we get just exactly what you see here. So it looks like we've got 3 sets of screws. We've got MBs, AMs, and APs. Okay, so we got 3 sets of screws and multiple pieces. So the first thing that it wants us to do is we take this piece right here and we flip it over. We take this kindly coppery piece right here and we put it in right here some way or another. It's supposed to go like this. Alright. There we go. It just sits right in there just like that. Now it wants us to take this little bitty piece right here. Just little bitty piece right here. And it's supposed to go into this slot right here. And it's notched and angled, so it can only go in one way properly. And I think that's it right there. Alright. Now let's see here. It shows there is a clear piece. That goes in over top of this right here, and it just sets just like that in there. I don't think there's a wrong way to position that. And we bring in, I guess this is the main framework here. It will come in and sit just like this right here. Alright, so don't screw anything in yet. And as far as I can tell, this is the appropriate way for it to set with these pieces, these ones right here up. Hopefully that's correct. Now, we bring in this piece right here, and it is going to connect right here, while simultaneously coming into that part there. And it is held in place with 3 screws, and we need the BM screws. So got the BM screws here. I'll just, for sake of expediency, I'll strap those in there. And this is metal. If I haven't mentioned it, this is metal. So I'm going to put just a little bit of the silicone in it. Not much, just a little bit. Just enough to get it in here without any issue. There's the first one. Here is a little bit of oil. The second one. I wouldn't swear hitting anything there. Wouldn't swear I'm hitting anything there either. I don't think these are supposed to be this difficult going in. They aren't catching at all. Looking at it, let's see how that's going to go in there. Let's see. Yeah, 3 BM screws. They go in right there, just like this. Alright. So, let me check my fit here, because they should be going in without trouble. No, I don't think it's right. Alright, so we're going to take this screw out right here. Okay. And then we're going to look at this. There shouldn't be a right or a wrong here. It should just go in together. Okay, so that one sits in there better. That one sat in there better. Okay, alright, I guess maybe there is a right and a wrong to this. That one will sit flush. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here like this. All right. So if any of you out there are sitting there thinking, well, this guy didn't know what in the world he's doing at all, understand, if you please, I've never built one of these before. This is my very first time trying something like this. So if you all are novices at this as well, perhaps you can, as I've always done with my transformers, perhaps you can see the issue that I may have, and maybe you'll have the same issue, or perhaps you can see what I've done wrong and not do that yourself. That's always been the way I try and see things, and the reason that I do things the way that I do. Yes, I do actually have reasons. Okay, and we'll hook this back together here. Hopefully it'll go in without any trouble. Just like that. Just like it was made for it. Kind of funny how that works sometimes. Alright, so now we've got these parts right here. And these parts can only go in one way. They have little hooks that will go on. So yeah, they can only go on one way. But before we put all of them on, we need to take our AP screws here. Excuse me. And take our AP screws. If we can open up the frickin' pack. There we go. And I have an abundance of them. And these screws are supposed to go into this little bit of plastic here. So we'll grab us one here, and we will light it up, and we will just kind of lightly get that in place, not putting it in too far. We want to ensure the fact that they all have the opportunity to get in there. If you tighten them up, I do know this much, if you tighten it up too fast, too much too fast, it won't necessarily always line up at the end. So you just kind of have to be careful and do it appropriately. One piece at a time. Okay, that's one side done. Let's work on the other. Now, I watched Wayne's video on what he did with his nacelles, and he painted his copper color, and I may end up doing that as well. I don't know yet, but I do know I'm not going to do that right off the bat. I'm not skilled enough to be able to pull something like that off. This is primarily going to be just a flat straight, as close to a flat straight build as I can make it. So yeah, one screw in one hole, 2 out of 4. I have to tell you, so far I have enjoyed this. I'm really hopeful I'm going to enjoy the final product. Really hopeful. And if I do, I'm sure that's fine. And if I don't, then, well, you know, I'm sure you can watch me be unhappy with it. This piece right here comes in here at the back, and it also gets two of these AP screws. These AP screws are kind of small, but that's okay. As long as we can see where we're putting them here, that's the important part. Alright, and then we flip the page here, and that represents the entirety of this part 2. Now, for some reason, we have AM screws, and I didn't see any need for those. Maybe there's something I missed, which is highly possible. I always grant that, you know, I might miss something, but now there's no reason that I can tell where we would have missed this. Nowhere in the directions did it ask for, I stand corrected, it did. Oh, Tom. Alright, so we'll put these right in here. I didn't think I missed a step, but I sure enough did. It was kind of an important one. What we're going to do right now is we're going to secure this to the base using these AM screws. And as always, since we are going into metal, we're going to use just a little bit of our lubricating agent to ensure the fact that it goes in there appropriately and without problem. Alright, doesn't need much, and much like putting the lug nuts on your tire, I am going to kind of stagger these just a little bit to ensure the fact that everything lines up the way it's supposed to and there are no problems. That one in right there. Put this one in right here. This one in right here, and I should just have one or two left. Looks like I've got one right there. That's probably going to be the last one. I hope. right here. Alright, so here's the nacelle, and it looks very, very nice. At least I think so. Very, very nice. Now we do have this Bussard collector right here. However, this is not used in this build. There's a little note here that says put it aside somewhere and you can find a use for it later. Obviously, we need the top for this to make it work right. And this is probably just going to sit right like that, so that'll give us a pretty good idea about what we're looking at. So what we've done in this kit, so we've got one nacelle and we've got the top part. So yeah, actually I'm rather pleased with what we've got so far. Now they said that they were going to send me out the next one maybe next week, so we might get another one of these relatively soon. Anyway, I am enjoying this so far. It does kind of worry me that I have to keep a part. That does worry me, I'm not going to lie. But we'll deal with it as we deal with it. Anyway, this is Tom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next build video review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Apparatus are standing by.